What did you think of Lleyton's performance last night?
Oh, look, fantastic for him to come out and play a top 10 player in the world and winning straight sets first round of Wimbledon was a credit for him and his preparation leading into Wimbledon and the way he set himself for this event. So just a great result for Lleyton and for Australian tennis last night. It's an interesting one for Sam. I think it's a good thing that she doesn't know much about her opponent tonight. She can really focus on herself and really try and get into the tournament, think about the things that she needs to do on court. We know the grass hasn't been her best surface, the way it absorbs her spin and certainly off her serve and her forehand, and the players are able to make contact with the ball in their hitting zones, unlike the clay and the grass, the hard courts that jump up. So I think for Sam to really have a specific game plan tonight that she can focus in on for her game and really, ideally get through this first round and start to feel good about herself on grass. It's going to be a really important match for Sam, and love to see her relax and try and enjoy it. And I think she plays the best tennis when she's in that mindset. He likes to get into the points and use his slice and his variation, which I think is, certainly his massive strength. And I think he's, in the top few players in the world that's able to vary the ball up the way he does. The concern, obviously, with Query, he's got a massive serve, and he really needs to be able to return well and get into the points, and then use that skill that he's got about changing up the ball and the pace and the spin. And so, but I really think it's great that he's been on court with Lleyton Hewitt. Lleyton played Query at Queen's, so I know they've been on court. I know they've been talking about Lleyton's been playing that role with him about coaching. Great comment from Bernard overnight saying if he had an opportunity to work with Lleyton, he would jump at it. So it's great to see that relationship for Australian tennis going so well, and Lleyton's really supporting Bernard in preparation for this first round match. So fingers crossed he can get through that. He's in a reasonable section of the draw, and I think if he can get through tonight, he can start to build some confidence as well, which is really important given the tough start of the year that he's had. Yeah, look, Matt obviously got a wild card into Wimbledon from the All England Club, which is a result from him winning Nottingham, so getting over and having some success on the grass. So fantastic for Matt. I know he's got a tough opponent playing a seeded Japanese player first round, but I think the time he's had on the grass, it's a really quick turnaround from the clay to the grass. So he's been on it for a number of weeks now. He's won an event. There'll be a level of confidence. So I think, first couple of rounds like we saw with Nadal is the time to play players at Wimbledon. So, we're hoping that Matty can get into the match, use that time he's had on the grass and try and cause an upset. James Duckworth obviously getting through qualies. He's had 3 matches on grass. He had a really long match through qualies, went 18-16 in the third. So he's had time on the grass as well. He's playing a lower ranked player. So the first time at Wimbledon, though, it's always, when you walk into the gates, a great opportunity for a young player. So it'll be how he handles that situation. But he's got some great people around him over there with the coaches that are there. And, we hope that, he puts up a good show tonight for his first Wimbledon main draw. They've had a great year. I think they both love playing on grass, and both a bit disappointing in qualies, Casey losing in the last round, but I think they'll be focusing on the doubles now. They're not in the singles, and let's hope that the draw can open up well and they can have a run like they did here in Melbourne and maybe go through or make a final or even win the tournament. It would be fantastic for women's tennis.